Welcome to ilectureonline. So in the previous video we saw that we had a real mystery on our hands. Stars should be slowing down. The nebulas at the far regions of our galaxy should not be moving as fast as they are. Something is holding them in and making them move faster than they should. In other words, there's matter and mass in the far reaches of our galaxy that we cannot account for. We cannot explain it. We don't see it. It's not part of the visible matter that we should be seeing. Now, there's a number of possibilities. For example, there could be a bunch of black holes there, far out in the reaches of our galaxy, because black holes are not visible, especially if they're not active. And black holes could have a lot of mass in them. It's all about mass. In order for them to move this fast, again, the velocity, the orbital velocity, is equal to the square root of g m over r. And as you go out farther, you should be going slower. But if the mass is increasing beyond what you would expect, beyond what we can see in the visible part of the galaxy, well, if there's more mass than meets the eye, so to speak, then it could explain the additional velocity that we otherwise can't account for. So black holes are a potential candidate. Neutron stars, which are so small, but they're massive, they have a lot of mass, they cannot be seen from large distances. Or maybe they're dark nebulas, nebulas that don't give off any light, but that cannot be seen at this great distance. Or maybe they're brown dwarfs. Brown dwarfs are stars that never became real stars. They have a lot of mass, much more than the planet Jupiter, but not enough, not like 80 times the mass of Jupiter, for them to have started nuclear fusion. And maybe there's lots of brown dwarfs out there that never became stars. Maybe there's a bunch of white dwarfs. White dwarfs are the remnants of stars that went through the red giant stage, that have then collapsed into a small little ball the size of the Earth, and at great distances they simply cannot be seen because they're not bright enough, they're not big enough. Or maybe there's just massive quantities of neutrinos out there. Because of their vast quantities, maybe there's much more mass out there at the far reaches of our galaxy that we cannot otherwise account for because they cannot be seen, we cannot detect them. So we've done a lot of studies of all these various possibilities, and in each case, there simply wouldn't be enough of them to account for that additional speed. In other words, there's too much mass here not accounted for that doesn't fall in any of the categories. There must be something else that's driving the speed of those galaxies because of the additional mass. And we assume that the mass goes on way beyond the confines of the galaxy, a big halo of material that we can't see. And that's why we call it the halo. It's what engulfs the entire galaxy, permeates the galaxy, goes far out beyond the confine of the galaxy, as much as 300,000 light years across, when our galaxy is only about 100,000 light years across. What could it be? We don't know. We can't see it, we can't test for it, we can't detect it, but it must be there. There's matter that is just not visible to us. And so, the perfect name for it is dark matter. That's right. Dark matter is what we call it. Now, just because we give it a name, and that's the thing in science that always kind of puzzles me. It's almost like once we give something a name, it's like we know what it is. But it turns out we have no clue what dark matter could be. The reason why we call it matter, because it has to have mass, otherwise those stars would not be going as fast as they are. We need to account for that additional mass to give it a large enough velocity. We call it dark matter because it's dark. It doesn't give off any light. It doesn't give off any sort of electromagnetic radiation that we can detect. It's got to be there. It has to have mass, and we can't see it. So yes, dark matter is indeed a good name for it. And it turns out that by now, we have estimated there must be at least 5 times as much mass in dark matter as there is in the visible matter of the galaxy. 5 times as much. It's almost like 5 galaxies inside that halo that we can't see. Well, yes, it's got to be there, but what could it be? Some people even suggested maybe something that doesn't fit on the periodic table, a whole other type of matter that we cannot account for, that may not be made by protons and neutrons and electrons, that may be made by some other particle, yet not discovered. It's a real mystery. And we can't explain it. But it's got to be there, otherwise we cannot explain what's happening in our galaxy. It seems kind of odd. But you know what? We've been wrong before. We've thought certain things before, and then later on we prove that they're not that way at all. It's something very different. Perhaps dark matter doesn't even exist. Something else exists. Something else explains it. We just haven't been able to explain it yet. Of course, that's not a popular thing to say because many astronomers, many scientists are absolutely convinced there must be such a thing as dark matter, and they've calculated it, they've calculated how much of it must be, and they've integrated it in the equations of cosmology, and they think it explains some things we otherwise couldn't explain, like this, for example. So, yes, it seems to be like there must be dark matter, but we have no clue what it is. And that's the strange thing about it. We have not yet discovered what it is, although some people have theories, they've done some calculations, they've tried to figure out what it is. We just don't know yet what it is. But somehow, something has to be there, a halo form of it, surrounding and permeating our galaxy. Otherwise, we cannot explain this by the laws of physics. It's a real mystery. It still is.
Could it be a different equation to explain it?
Not a chance. That's the only equation. That's it. That's the equation. It has to fit that equation. That's the laws of physics.
Maybe there's something you overlook in the laws of physics.
Not a chance.
Quantum mechanics is
Well, quantum mechanics is a different animal, right? So these are the macro laws of physics. Those are very well established, very well understood. There's not a chance that we could have overlooked something. Something is driving the speed of those stars and those nebulas.
Could it be a new thing of physics, a new branch?
Nope. I don't think so. However, of course, if there is such a thing as dark matter, and it doesn't fit on the periodic table, it's made out of something different that we haven't discovered yet, that would be quite a discovery. I'm sure there's a Nobel Prize waiting for whoever figures out what dark matter is.
Well, I think the Nobel Prize has
Well, the Nobel Prize in science, that is. All right.